Okay guys, welcome back to math. So I'm going to do a little math review with you guys. You don't have to write down what I'm writing. I'm just gonna write similar questions that are gonna be on the test that you're taking today. So you guys can just, if you wanna write with me to review, if that helps you, by all means go for it. I'm just gonna review some questions that are gonna be really similar to the test questions. And then after this review video, you guys are gonna take your math test, okay? So we have our chapter 13 test on subtraction today. And we are going to get started with the review. Okay, so if on the test, it says cross out to subtract, complete the subtraction problem. So if I had 50 minus 26, okay? And it was drawn for me, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, let's say I had, sorry, not 50 minus 26. Let's say I had 54 minus 26. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it says cross out to subtract. What would I do? Okay, I am going to cross out 26, right? 10, 20. Wait, hold on, sorry, one sec. Okay, I'm trying to find a problem that's similar to the book, but I wrote it wrong. Okay, hold on, guys. Let's say I had 57 minus 26. I want to make it as close to the test questions as you're going to have. Okay, so we're going to cross out 26. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I crossed out 26. Now, how many do I have left that are not crossed out? 10, 20, 30, 31. 31 would be my answer, right? Okay, what if I had 23 minus 12? And it's drawn for me. It'll be drawn for these couple questions. It'll be drawn for you on the test. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23. And it's telling me to cross out 12. So then what do? I just go like this. 10, 11, 12. And how many do I have left that's not crossed out? 10, 11. So my answer is 11, okay? So for the first couple questions, you're gonna have problems like this. You're just gonna cross out what the bottom number is, okay? So over here, I crossed out 26, my bottom number, 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. And I was left with 31. On the next one, my bottom number was 12. I crossed out 12, 10, 11, 12, and I was left with 10, 11, okay? And that was my answer. So for the next couple questions, you're gonna do the same thing, except it's not drawn for you. They want you to draw it yourself. So for example, if I had 73 minus 32, it's just gonna look like that. And then they want you guys to draw out your top number. So you draw the top number using your tens and ones. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 73, 71, 72, 73. So when you guys get a problem like this, you draw the top number, okay? And then you cross out the bottom number. So I drew the top number, which is 73, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 71, 72, 73. Then I cross out the bottom number, 32. So 10, 20, 30, 31, 32. I just crossed out 32. What am I left with that's not crossed out? 10, 20, 30, 40, 41. That's my answer. okay? So if you get a problem like that where you have to draw, you draw out your top number using your tens and ones boxes, and then you cross out the bottom number, and then you write what is left over, and that is your answer, okay? Okay. Then, you guys are gonna have a lot of these problems where you're just completing the subtraction problem. So for example, 29 minus 7. What do? You write your tens, write your ones. Always start on the one side. What's 9 minus 7? 2. You come over here. You just bring your 2 down. That's your answer. And if you guys don't know what 9 minus 7 is, you can always draw a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and cross out 7. And I'm left with 2. Okay, so if you guys need to draw, you can. Or if you have a problem that's like this, 83 minus 20. Make your tens in your ones column. I always start on my ones column. Top to bottom, 3 minus 0 is 3. And then I move over, top to bottom. 8 minus 2 is 6. And if you guys don't know what 8 minus 2 is, you can always draw it out, okay? And then that would be my answer. And then you're gonna do the same thing, but it'll have cents sign on it, like 40 cents minus 10 cents. What do? Write tens and ones, because that always will help you. Start on your ones column, top to bottom, 0 minus 0 is 0. Then move over, top to bottom, 4 minus 1 is 3. And then bring down the cent sign, 30 cents. That's my answer. So remember, always write tens and ones, so it'll help you. You start on your ones column, you subtract top to bottom, then you move over to your tens column, and you subtract top to bottom, okay? And you guys are gonna have a lot of those. So I would just write T in 0 for tens and ones, subtract top to bottom, subtract top to bottom, and if I don't know for whatever reason, I can draw out. If I didn't know what 4 minus 1 is, I would just draw 1, 2, 3, 4, cross out 1, 1, 2, 3, left over, okay? All right, then you guys are gonna have a couple word problems. So if one of your word problems said, Sarah sorted her jar of buttons. She has 24 buttons. This will all be written for you guys on the test. And 12 pearls. How many more buttons does she have than pearls? So on your test, you're gonna see a bunch of boxes that look like this. You always write the first number in the first box, the second number in the second box, and then you'll write the answer in the third box. How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna solve this? So we know we're subtracting the first number from the second number. So I'm just gonna draw 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and I'm subtracting 12, so I'm gonna cross out 12, 10, 11, 12. What am I left over with? 10, 11, 12. Okay, and that would be my answer. So you guys are just gonna draw out the subtraction problem, okay? I'm gonna do another one with you guys. Sandy made 20 bracelets. And you're gonna see this. That'll be on your test. So I'm gonna write 20 in the first box. She made 10 necklaces. So I'll write 10 in the second box. How many more bracelets did she make than how many more bracelets did she make than necklaces? What am I gonna do? My first number I draw out. 10. You always draw out the first number, and then you always cross out the second number. So I have 20. Then I'm gonna cross out the second number, which is 10. What am I left with? 10. That's my answer, okay? So on the test, you're going to get 3 word problems. There'll be 2 numbers in the word problems. The first number goes in the first box. The second number goes in the second box. Then you're going to draw out the first number using 10s and 1s. And you're going to cross out the second number. So I crossed out, the second number's 10, so I crossed out 10. And then whatever is left that is not crossed out is your answer. And that goes in the third box. Okay? So that is the test review. If you guys need to use the test review to help you take the test, remember the problems that I did on these sheets are very similar but different than the test problems. If you need to use this video to help you take the test, you may, since it's a little bit trickier this time. However, I want you to try to do it on your own the best you can, okay? All right, bye.